What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, a lot of people don't understand XRP. Um, they're sadly mistaken. The only thing they do see is the chart, and a lot of times the chart will tell you a bunch or everything you need to know about a project or about an investment. It doesn't matter what chart you're looking for, right? If you're looking at a chart of collectibles, maybe it's a pair of sneakers that has $1,000 value, and all of a sudden, like, you see the trend of how that moves, and throughout the times, like, you'll see that same movement depending on what happens within that time, right? For let's say stocks, you can see the same trend that does happen. History, it can show you the same trend. Overall, crypto can show you the same trend. But when you just focus on the trends and not focused on innovation, you're looking at the past all the time. People state to me that XRP has not gotten to this high of a price before, so why would it get to that high of a price now? Has Bitcoin before been at $70,000? Has Bitcoin been at $60,000 before that? Has Bitcoin been at 50, 60, 40, 30, whatever, however much $1,000 has it been there before? When we were talking about years and years ago, it was created, right? Ends up going up to, a couple $100, $400, 500, 1,000, 2,000, goes up to 20,000, back down to 2,000. Has it then showed that, oh, it's only going to get to $20,000, that's it? Or are we going to see a lot more adoption? Are we going to see a lot more people that get into it? Are we going to see more and more creation around Bitcoin? Are we going to see a something like an altcoin season? These questions are about innovation, right? Are we going to see so much more in the future? Depends on what we're going to see there, right? We're not just going to see a price move because just the price moves, right? There's so many things that factor into this. Yes, if we were talking about just history and leaving it alone and not creating anything new, not bringing new people into the market, not innovating, not creating around, then yeah, we can say, all right, history is going to repeat itself. People are going to get into it during this time, get out of it during this time. But we're talking about so much more: newer partnerships, banks, newer implementation, more conversation, more people talking about it, more clarity, XRP being labeled as not a security, all of these things that factor into something much bigger than where we were before and where we are today. So for the people that come out and say this, right, I'm not going to harp on people saying negative things. It's not going to change my mind whether you like it or not. I'm going to still talk about XRP because I'm heavily invested in XRP, right? I have tens of thousands of dollars into XRP, and I expect that to be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions or tens of millions of dollars in the long term, depending on what, that 10,000 that I have over here is worth, the 90,000 that I have over here is worth, and what I decide to do with it during that process. So with that being said, I want to talk about XRP getting to a level of 10, 20, 50, $100, more than that even. But I'm trying to create something maybe a little bit realistic. So I always say $100 for the normal person, a person that can't really grasp or gather the fact that XRP could get to 1,000 or $10,000. So let's bring it down a notch. Still a massive gain, $100. It's something that's more feasible. We're talking about maybe multiple trillions of dollars worth of a market cap. Um, at the current supply level, we're talking about what, a $5 trillion market cap? That's not insane. That's a pretty doable option. So let's talk about this. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Don't forget about my link for Margex. If you guys want to trade XRP, you can trade up to a 50x leverage over on Margex. That link is at the top of the description. They have cheap fees, and honestly, you can start trading with as little as $1 if you wanted to. Honestly, you can trade with as little as 20 cents if you wanted to, just to get some practice and understand leverage trading a little bit more. So that link is at the top of the description. But I was going through some videos. I was just going through the market. I always like to see what people are talking about when it comes to XRP and whether they're talking about Ripple versus the SEC, or they're talking about price predictions. And obviously, you have a lot of price predictions and where people believe that this is going to get to a way higher price, right? $4,000, $8,000, $20, $10, $100, and $40, so on and so forth, right? You have many different predictions that are out there. And it's because more and more people believe in where XRP is going to go. There are some people that doubt it because of what we've seen in the history. When we go over to the chart and we look at the history, we've seen that this really hasn't moved much. Yes, it's moved over time, 9,000%, but you've seen other things that have moved so much more than that. For something that was created way back when, and you're seeing 2013, 2014, seeing a very, very low price, it's still only a 9,000% increase. Now, if you saw this up to a way higher level, obviously it's a way higher percentage increase, and we expect to see so much more from where we are today to where we will go in the future. But if you were invested here and you invested in a lot of it, you spent thousands of dollars and believed in it, now you're kind of sitting pretty here with a 9,000% increase here. But if we look over the last year, 1 year, typically you would want to see, especially in the crypto market, you want to see some major growth. Right? You want to see like what Bitcoin did and how that grew up to where it is now, or Solana and where that went in the last year from a level of like $11 all the way up to $200+. You want to see that type of growth. We're not seeing that in XRP. Why is that? I've stated this before. It's because of the SEC versus Ripple. That's the whole issue with this. SEC versus Ripple keeps XRP at a lower level, because XRP is labeled as not a security, but they could appeal. We have all these things that are happening, but they could appeal, but they could fight it, but they continue to fight it, right? 4 years in the making of this all playing out the way that it did, and we still might have a continuation of that battle. That's something that keeps the overall bullish momentum at bay, right? That's where my head is, and that's where all of our heads are. So I believe that once we do see that clarity, yes, we are going to see things that pick up. Once we see altcoin season, yes, we're going to see that pick up. But all of these people that are deciding not to buy into it, not to believe into it, they are going to be kicking themselves when XRP does reach $10, does reach 20, does reach 50, does reach 100. And they're going to be like, I probably should have invested into it. Those same people that said I should have invested into Bitcoin, which is me. I am one of those people. I turned down investing into it because I was talked out of it. And I like to sit here and blame it on other people, but I chose not to do it. It's my fault, and I chose not to do it. And I'm kicking myself from the fact that I did not buy one Bitcoin. Yes, it would have only gotten me, maybe 40, 50, 60. I don't know when I would have sold, but it would have only gotten me to those levels. And I might have not made a life-changing decision, but maybe that would have given me so much more and so much freedom to do something here or have more money in the markets in the beginning. I think in the beginning of the crypto market, I invested like $16,000 into it. If I had that money from there, I could have invested tens of more thousands of dollars, right? It could be 20, 30, 40, 60, 70. It could be all the way up there to what I could have invested into it extra. Meaning that right now, instead of having 160,000, I could possibly have maybe 200, 300, maybe even $400,000 invested in the crypto. That could be a possibility. So yes, I'm kicking myself because I didn't invest in the Bitcoin. And I know there will be a lot of people that are kicking themselves because they did not invest into XRP. Because XRP is going to be worth a ton more than you think. This is my opinion. Again, it's all my opinion. So you can think however you want to think. But when it comes to XRP actually being worth it, I don't want people coming here and just going, hey, you know what? I wish I would have invested into it. You can say, hey, Matt, you were right. I don't want people to tell me that I was right. I want people to benefit from this as well. I want people to profit from this as well. That's all that I care about, is you guys profiting as much as you possibly can. That's all that I care about. So I don't know what else to say from here, but hopefully you are not one of those people that are kicking themselves when XRP reaches $100 per coin. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below for Margex, for Twitter, for Patreon. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.